So you didn't. Oh, but they
So
didn't
I was
change.
on PR.
You didn't change the.
They're still a Malaysian.
Yeah.
No, I give up.
No, we're
no more.
Aussies now.
Okay lah. Yeah, Aussie. Okay.
So what happened was I was quite happy here, and then until 1982 or 83,
No,
right?
2000.
2000 the recession hit the consulting industry quite hard.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then I was working 1 hour but paid 8 hours, so I can't stand it, and they didn't want to remove me.
Oh.
I was working with a company for 21 years.
Oh, is that so? They didn't give you a golden handshake.
They don't want they know because it's quite costly to
Yeah.
retrench me
True.
So
Wait for you to resign.
wait for me. They know I cannot tahan because I was
Why
working 1 hour.
they didn't pay you full pay?
I was working 1 hour but I'm paid 8 hours.
Full
So
pay.
why are you complaining?
I can't take it.
There's nothing to do at work.
Yeah, nothing to do.
I
You
don't
should
know.
have taken out a hobby.
I can't take it. So
Yeah.
after a while then I asked God what He want me to do
Yeah.
So that leads me to apply overseas.
Wow.
That's good.
True.
Otherwise I wouldn't have moved. I would be here.
True.
Well, Singapore is not bad, but not as.
Singapore is a good place to make money.
Yeah.
Well, to live to, I suppose.
Not
if
for
you are-
retirement.
Depends lah. Whatever.
Yeah, retirement you got to have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, but you go to hawker center, go to kopitiam, okay lah.
Yeah.
You go to restaurant and all that.
Actually,
you
the
can-
restaurants are quite expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, very. Yeah,
So,
very.
so you take bus, MRT, and walk. Yeah, okay.
So
No.
both your children overseas
One came back.
Oh,
In
work
Singapore, the
overseas.
older one is
Wow.
my younger one is still overseas. The older one came back here and working here.
Call Rachel out, see whether
She's sleeping with the baby.
she's sleeping.
It's okay because I wouldn't know him, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't have known.
No,
She's
yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah. So normally I come back every 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Not every year lah.
Yeah.
Every 3 years. But then the pandemic, I didn't come back for 4
Yeah,
years.
so is James. James used to come back very often as well. Yeah. I still have some of his videos on my YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
He
Yeah.
seems to know you quite well lah because
Yeah.
he's
But he
up
comes
for
back on his own. Like this time, he came back on his own.
Oh, this time he came back on his
Yeah,
own.
Sarah didn't want to come back with him. She said there's nothing to do.
Sarah don't want to follow him.
Why?
Because nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Really, there's nothing to do in Batu Pahat.
Oh, okay.
But he quite happy lah. I think he stayed in Batu Pahat for 2 to 3 weeks
Yeah.
And then he say it's what his
Was it the niece or the
his
goddaughters?
God's daughter one give him a
Apartment,
little
yeah.
1 room unit, and he's alone by himself, so he knows how to move around in even got a small little
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if you still have friends to hang around, it's okay. But if you don't
Obviously,
have
yeah.
anybody,
But
then
I thought
small towns are hard.
our John Chan Koki is always his taxi chauffeur driving him around.
But John cannot always be in
Yeah lah.
Bahad. He's still in KL.
John is working part time as a pastor. You know
Oh.
John Chan, right?
No.
You don't know John Chan?
They are not from Batu Pahat.
Yeah, we're not.
But I thought you know what's James. You should know.
Because
his-
James is.
I know James from Melbourne.
Yeah, we only
Not
met
far.
James
Not
in
Batu
Melbourne.
Pahat.
Yeah,
We only met James about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Talking about this, I went to Penang to study. So I was also involved in church activity. And one Penang night and one Patapasian was talking. Hey, do you know this person from Patapad? He was also very involved in church and so on. His name is Sepeng. Then the other said, I don't know anybody, but I know of a Peter from Patapad. So they were talking about the same person with different. Oh,
Yeah.
what's in the name?
Yeah.
So what made you all move to Singapore?
Yeah, lah.
I suppose jobs as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Job satisfaction.
Like Segamat has
Yeah.
got nothing for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that when I moved her out from Penang, Segama was a stepping stone.
Yeah, Sagamat even smaller than
Yeah,
Penang,
yeah.
actually. I think
True. A lot of people move out to JB. if you are not adventurous enough. Yeah.
And Mrs. Chua is still there.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, Hao Lian visited her 2 months ago when she was back,
Yeah.
and I saw the picture, and she looked very young, you know.
You look very young. Huh?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
So she,
Yeah.
I mean, on the photo lah. I'm not sure about physically lah, but obviously, you know, she was telling them about the story because they remember her as wearing high shoes, very colorful clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's a tall person, you know. Wearing high heel becomes taller like you, huh?
And then,
I don't have to wear high heels. Tall enough.
it was the husband who forced her to wear all this. So we did not, of course lah.
Okay.
So that's what happened lah.
So this video must not reach her. Yeah, I used to send her some videos of our gathering here, and I talked to her over WhatsApp by video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna send
went
this to
her
James
place.
though, aren't you? You're gonna send this
A
video
bit
to
long,
James.
right? You have to edit what?
No need to edit. All my videos. You know how many videos I have in my YouTube?
Is it? Oh, you post
Oh, you
on
put on
video?
YouTube.
Yeah.
So how do I find you?
Huh?
Peter Lim ah?
Peter SP Lim.
Peter
SP
Lim.
stands for special, but Sepeng.
I know your Chinese name is Sepeng.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I watch YouTube a lot, but of course I don't go and look for this kind of thing lah.
Yeah.
So obviously you have not seen one of my
Max,
video has got 2.4 million views.
Wow. What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, a very simple video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What I did was in my tuition center we were playing with liquid nitrogen. You know, liquid nitrogen is very, very cold. It's
Yeah.
a clear liquid.
Yeah.
At minus 196 degrees centigrade, almost minus 200. So I poked 2 holes at the bottom of the ping pong ball at a glancing angle like that.
Yeah.
And then I dip that ping pong ball in, so the air will cool, right? And then the pressure will be lowered, and then the liquid nitrogen will rush in and fuel the ping pong ball, take it out, put it on the table. Then because of the warm environment, the nitrogen gas will shoot out this
On
way.
both sides, yeah.
Then as it shoots out, the ping pong ball will then spin this way. It's a simple rocket science. Yeah. And then it spins, very fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2.4 million views. Some of my videos were better, but they never get 1 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much into physics teaching. I was teaching a young genius actually. He's very good in math, science and music. Came out in the papers recently, about 2-3 years ago.
CNA.
And
In
recently,
Singapore?
yeah, he came here.
Oh.
Oh,
He
okay.
taught, yeah.
That's good.
He was 9 years old. He took O-level.
Wow.
Physics,
very
chemistry and
brilliant.
maths,
Yeah, that's brilliant.
and all score in above 95
Wow.
percentile, yeah.
Oh, you're
He
still
was
quite involved in
really-
the education.
He was really very good,
that's
yeah. But now he's more into maths and music.
Okay.
Maths and music, I would say the patterns of memory is much easier
Yes.
than physics, or chemistry for that matter.
I have a cousin here whose son, he was doing his, what do you call that?
Rubik Cube.
Rubik's Cube.
Blindfolded.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That when they are good, it's possible to do
But in
that. Yeah.
Singapore, there are quite a lot of kids who are quite good at Rubik
Yeah.
Cube, you know.
So he's going for a competition
Wow.
in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Next one.
That,
It's
This
this
month,
month,
this
this December already. Yeah.
December is
that
going
is
there.
very good to do it blindfold.
Yeah, lah.
But he's a bit of a nerd lah.
Yeah lah. Yeah,
Yeah.
these people are like that. They are very brilliant in certain
Yes.
areas.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. His motor and audio skills and
That's
because this-
what NUS High School is all about. So one of my students is in NUS High School, where they only take the more brilliant people.
Yes.
They don't take O levels, you know. They have
That's
their own
before,
school exam
before Joshua's time, right?
Was it recently or long ago?
recently.
Oh,
Recently.
yeah, recently.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure you would know because earlier they started with the gifted program.
yeah,
Remember? After
From from
primary six.
primary four. From primary four, they go into the gifted program.
Into program.
Oh,
All the way up to O levels.
yeah.
That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
lah. 90s.
Yeah, they still have gifted program at A level, but not very.
This one
very
was
well.
from primary four.
Yeah, I spoke to the lady in charge, one Dr. Tan. I said, what happened after that? He said, don't know.
They don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been there for too long.
Yeah.
I've been there for a very long time. They're
Yeah.
tired. Yeah.
So my son was that time in the youth program because he hated Chinese.
Oh.
He couldn't. He struggled like yeah.
That's what happened to our younger daughter. I say, you got problem Chinese, forget about your O level, I'll send you overseas. So after that, a pressure valve opened up.
Are you still teaching? You retired long ago. But did you write some books? Because I remember seeing your name before.
Yes.
Yeah lah,
we did.
Daitong from Daitong.
Yeah, we did.
But that was a few years ago. Then this morning I tried to search your name in the
No,
Google, cannot find.
No, I'm not in that kind of. Not in the cloud, not in the cyber.
But you search at Peter S.P. Lim, you see a lot. You Google Peter S.P. Lim, it can be read as an open book.
So when you going back to Selangor?
Tomorrow night? No. To Melbourne tomorrow night.
Oh, to Melbourne. So you came from there here, so over and going back.
Because you see, all my aunties and brothers, sisters are here. So I naturally fly into Singapore. I never fly to KL.
Oh, okay.
So I fly into Singapore, then the next day, my brother took me into Sengkang. Then I spent about 10 days there. And then after that, I returned to Singapore on the 20th of this month. So I'm returning tomorrow night. 3 weeks. I always come back to Singapore because I know Singapore very well.
Yeah, that's right.
What were you doing in KL? How did you meet him from Singapore?
I met him in New Zealand,
Got it.
not in KL.
Not KL.
Yeah, met in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were there for 6 years.
In New Zealand,
New
yeah.
Zealand.
Yeah.
You went to New Zealand for your degree.
Okay, after A level, you go there. And then, of course, all of us were only offered a science degree. But when we got there, we realized the first year all the same. Whether you are engineering student or science student, you study the same papers, exactly the same.
Yeah.
So at the end of the first year, we all convert to engineering degree. Engineering 4 years, science 3 years. So Xiao On and even Keng Giap also same. Xiao On did chemical engineering, Keng Giap did electrical. So 4 years,
Oh,
then I continue another 2 years into master.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then I came back.
So it's 1 + 3 + 2.
Yeah.
And first year it's the same as A level.
Oh yes.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah. Yes, it's the
Maybe
same.
you were taught too well in
Even no,
A
even
level.
over here, NTU also first year almost
Yeah.
the same.
Almost
as
same,
A
right?
level.
NTU
Yeah.
also very
Yeah.
easy.
So they normally.
The cousin was lecturing in the NTU. He said, first year, if your A level is A or B, you hardly need to learn anything.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a little bit more maths.
Of course, yeah. So I still catch up with all the ex-classmates.
Okay.
I can show you the pictures, or if you want their contact, I can always give it to you anytime.
Yeah.
Jap Chan is here, Xiao On is here, Sam Kok, Ka Xian. Ka Xian, they all went to Monash, so
Kashan, the name sounds familiar.
low
Location,
surname.
yes.
Location.
Kashan, yeah.
But
the
he
name-
didn't do A level, they all go to matriculation straight.
Straight into Australia, right? They study in Australia.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Who else I met? Keng Giap. Keng Giap is a landscaper.
I see. In Singapore here.
Yeah, still
Sweet
works.
Ching.
With,
Swee Ching also here.
oh,
Swee Ching, remember you say you took 3 or 4 of them for literature special coaching. Because most of us were very poor in literature, science students are very poor.
yeah.
So I was having dinner at Chan's place last Saturday, is it?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. And then Sui Jing say, oh, she remember you as.
Oh, okay.
Just that I was surprised that nobody knew you were here, or rather we couldn't get hold of how to contact you until I met James.
Okay. You get them to organize something.
Yeah,
Come here
that's
for
right.
a meal for dinner or
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
You don't mind I give
Next
them
year.
your contact?
Sure, please.
No, next year. Ask them to
Yeah.
gather them all and come.
Yeah, that's
But I
next
hope
year,
they
next
don't
year.
mind if I can't remember their names.
No, of course.
They will remember you because as teacher you will remember
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You got too many students to remember, right?
True,
That's
right.
right.
Yeah. Every
Get
year.
Chang to organize.
Chan is quite an organizer. He was
Okay.
actually quite a big shot before he retired.
Oh.
He was handling all the waste in Singapore, you know.
Oh, is that so?
They clean the toilets at all the airports, the Changi and all the government
Oh.
buildings. And
Okay.
then they were bringing your household rubbish.
This is a rubbish man.
Yeah,
He was a
yeah,
rubbish
yeah.
man.
He
But
is.
he was a CEO, no?
Oh.
And then he retired about maybe 4 years ago. And then a small company asked him to come and help them to try to
Consultant. Then.
and then he helped them. Now he only helped them 1 day a week. So he's very free.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm.
But he's made his money mainly earlier
Through rubbish.
to the rubbish man.
There is riches in rubbish.
Yeah, there is.
No,
Yeah.
the company he worked for was very big.
Yeah.
He was the chief.
Yeah.
Of course now he like small fry lah because the company is so small.
Mm. Good.
So when I come back I normally get in touch with them. So just now
So where do you meet?
Chang's house.
Chan's house. He lives in Lentor.
Oh,
Yio Chu Kang.
Lentor, Yio
Yio
Chu
Chu
Kang.
Kang.
Chu Kang
Yio
side.
Chu Kang. Near Ang Mo Kio, beyond Ang Mo Kio.
Oh,
Yio Chu Kang.
okay, yeah.
Lentor.
Brown line. With the train. Brown line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just now only because Keng Giap couldn't meet us. He's very busy with grandchildren.
King
Yeah,
Gap.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
King Gap got
That's
grandchildren.
right.
We all got a few.
That's
Yeah.
right. Mm.
So half his time he's involved with the kids.
Yeah, lah.
Got no choice.
Mm.
So he want to meet me today. Then Xiao Wen say, okay, he come along. Keng Giap also come along. Zhang supposed to come along. Then the mother-in-law was sick, so he
Yeah.
cancelled.
Mm.
Yeah. So we met at the Paya Lebar
Paya Lebar.
MRT.
Mm.
Because I come down by train to Paya Lebar, they come down from the other side to Paya Lebar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some grandparents are really involved.
Mm.
Yeah, they are really involved. As I've always said, that she's a better mother, a better grandma than I'm a father and a grandfather. Because I don't know, that's my personal belief. The grandchildren should not be my problem actually.
Correct.
Because I can't control
Yeah.
their development.
That's
you know.
right.
Yeah, much as I wanted to, they got their parents to
Mm.
influence them every day.
You just
and
play with
decide.
them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, just there.
Yeah.
Take no
so,
responsibility.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
You
so,
spoil them lah.
Yeah, so I'll do that too. Not my problem.
yeah. We help where we can, you know.
Mm.
We help when we can. This is
This
my
is
This is your
responsibility.
responsibility.
That's his
Yes.
job now.
But do you change to Singaporean?
Yeah, long time
Or
ago.
you
Yeah, she's a PG. I'm a Merdeka generation. Yeah, I didn't qualify to PG because they didn't offer me citizenship. I was not in the government department.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
You know what actually happened? I will put on record. I came here without a job.
Oh.
From the senior science head of science department in Segamat,
Yeah.
come here, no
Good
job.
job.
So I got to start my own company
Mm.
and employ myself as the technical director. Wow, they see the word technical director can or PR or special pass, you know.
Yeah.
So I employed myself. So I was in waterproofing, anti-corrosion for quite some
Okay, okay.
years before I
okay.
rejoined the independent mandate school. Because the ordinary school cannot employ me. The
But
PSC,
you were in the government school already lah.
she was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they offered me in Sekamat. They offered me the job in from Singapore.
That's the difference. MU and
Yeah, that's right. That's the difference.
Hey, they offer you the job in Sagamat. I didn't know that.
You were busy playing golf.
I was busy playing golf. Alright. No wonder lah. Yeah. Did you apply? You applied?
I can't remember. Did I apply or not?
I'm sure you must have applied.
Actually, it's not true, that USM degree was not recognized because
No,
one of
at
my
that
friends.
time, it was not recognized.
No,
Years
no,
later, they did.
no. It was recognized from the very beginning. In 1973, one of my fellow uni student graduates was offered a job from KL to come down. She didn't want to come down in 1973. She told me, I said, oh, then they will recognize. Then how come they don't recognize me? Then I said, oh, maybe somebody didn't like my long hair. It's true. I went there. I used to spot a longish hair
Oh, okay.
at that time.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
very strict.
yeah, they were very strict. They were very strict about long hair. So okay lah, what to do? But that was a chip, a bone in the flesh
Ah.
that spurs me on, So later on, after going and starting back into the education system, I trained some of their teachers at my center. Not recognized by PSC, but trained by. I wrote some physics and chemistry book actually. And in fact, I edited M. Nelken's Principle of Physics book.
Okay.
Yeah. You know M. Nelken, right?
No, I don't.
You don't, you use it at your O and A level.
Physics was so tough. After that, we all, in fact, I find biology easier.
Of
Yeah,
course,
biology.
of course, yeah.
And chemistry,
Chemistry,
Mr. Han, he could communicate with the student much better. So all of us score very well in.
So why did
chemistry.
you end up civil engineering?
Because when you get there, I thought I want to work outdoor. I don't want to be indoor. So I decided to pick up civil engineering. That was the only reason why I did.
Not because of aptitude.
Because I reckon, civil engineer is the one who work outside.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, okay lah, that's good. Yeah, and and I was teaching in ACSI, employed by them because at that time they say they don't care whether you are recognized by PSC or not. So the principal happens to know me. I say, how come you know me? He say, oh, I know of a doctor friend in Ewah, who knows you. So at that time, I just finished my first book, physics guy. He said, hey, Peter, we need people like you, who has been in the private sector, so that they don't just teach the syllabus, but teach the way of life, so to speak, in the public. Yeah. So I taught there for about 88 to 93, 6 years?
Yeah.
6 years, yeah. Then I said, hey, why physics is so difficult for girls?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, especially for girls,
Yes,
Yep.
I know.
Then I said, why? At that time, there were no skirts walking on the corridor of ACSI. Now there is. So I said, okay, I must come out. But it's also a call to come out to start this tuition center. So we operated the tuition center for about 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we
I came out first.
Yeah, I was still in school.
But you
Yeah,
will
I
be
was
teaching
in-
language, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so-
language and
About how many years after that you came out? Can't remember. No, so,
politics.
then
You know, I heard Jogi is running a tuition center very successfully in
Oh.
Malaysia.
in Malaysia, okay.
Jogi.
Malaysia.
Not Agi migrated to Perth already.
I see.
Yeah, in Malaysia, it's quite a big business too.
Yeah, it is. But now with Malay, I don't know
But
about
we
it.
met somebody from who's got a son in Melbourne that
Yes.
operates a tuition center too, doing very well.
That one I
That's
don't know.
Peter Chow's son. I don't know which one.
But there's one Singaporean, he runs a tuition center because most of them are teaching VCE level, which is year 12.
Yeah,
Because that's the most important exam. We don't have O level one.
yeah.
All straight year 7 to year 12.
Yeah.
So the final exam, DC goes to uni after that. So I know when my children was doing high school in Melbourne, this Vietnamese guy, he charges $20 for 2 hours.